Welcome, everyone, to Pitbull Stadium, just outside Miami and the home of the FAU Panthers. We are anxiously awaiting a battle as this fan base is ready to show everyone worldwide what FAU football is all about. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a team who is rested and ready, coming off a bye, the Florida International Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Florida Atlantic Owls offense will take the first swing of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
They go to the draw. On the move is the 30. All kinds of running room. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. He wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So FIU's offense will have its first possession of the game. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
Quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. The running back and a linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Handoff to the single running back. At the 35, he's got room. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
He's got his man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers. Positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponents. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean...
And he breaks into the open. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they got it on the 22. And the Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Trying to run, it's Francis. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. On first and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And they'll spread receivers all over the field, 5 wide on second and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida International. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Hall. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Hall. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. New set of downs after that completion. The give to the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They'll try the right side. Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Owls.
And what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And they did tack on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Florida International offense is back on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Offense getting set for first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Here's the handoff. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And his offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy that's...
And it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Owls.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Kentucky may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take the dub away from Kroger Field every time. The Cats have been racking up road wins since the Bear Bryant days, and they'll get another one today. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Man, as a defense, your eyeballs get so big when that QB takes off and runs. And what great effort by the quarterback to lay out, but the defense does a great job getting to him, getting him on the ground, stopping him short.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
He's looking for an open man on second down. This time on target. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets it out quickly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Going to the running game. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Hall. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Line getting set on second down. Trying play action. He's got his man across the middle. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They give it to him again. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
His defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks. FIU pushing tempo. After the run, now to throw. Makes his connection. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. This is a designed run. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Looking to throw, it's Cook. Finds his man down the middle. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Working that left side down. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He's going to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. FIU mounting a threat in the red zone. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Florida International, 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They'll leave it with him. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Grabbed over the middle. It's Paul. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity. A great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but I feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our sideline.
Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him? Or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
2nd down coming up. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Panthers! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
28, Florida International, 21.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Yeah, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and make...
Nothing but green ahead. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pass on the way. It's picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play. Has him set up at the 16. First down here for the offense. They'll try the right side. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
Still on his feet at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Leaves it with the running back.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. FIU pushing tempo. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. He wants to throw. He's right on target. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Comes out throwing on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. Got him, and nobody's close. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll try to power it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Clock's still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
One more snap coming before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. He uncorks one deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing.
Florida Atlantic about to boot it away and get this second half underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45.
And that's another FIU.
The Panthers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And I think... on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Got his man quickly. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Fullback's got it. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they've wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
At the 40, there he goes. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Using the quick game. Makes the catch and knocked down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. FIU pushing tempo. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quick strike complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, FIU.
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
They're going to run it. Turns it on in midfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something.
Touchdown, Owls! They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
In the end zone.
Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Ole Miss is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that looks like it did when Archie and Eli were here. They're up by 28 over Duke. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And they're able to get him down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
They're working that left side. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. FIU pushing tempo. Calls his own number. Ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Offense set on first down. Running back searching for a hole. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Gets it to the back. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The Owls have it in scoring position on first and goal. Power ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They ran it on first down, now on second. He'll keep it himself. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. It's as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll take it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Gets it out fast.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver. Just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy. And I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They'll go with the 5 wide outset on 2nd and 7. Now on the move. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He looks that one in nicely. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Quarterback keeps it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Cook. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida International. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. They'll give it to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Okay, ready?
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing.
Go over.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
This quarterback part of their running game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
On the ready.
This offense has a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Cook. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
They move the tight end all over. Give to the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On second down, just keeps firing. Oh, picked off. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Going to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Trying to move them on the counter. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Lining up to convert 3rd down. It'll be a draw. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. They believe they can run right here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Florida International offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down.
Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. To the air. It's Cook. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? 3rd and short now from their own 48. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Panthers will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Francis. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down mark.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Law. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. FIU pushing tempo.
FIU.
From the red zone, looking for a man. The quick out. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. On the move. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Using his feet. Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese. And this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you can tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. He's got it. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Single back formation, and they give it to it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Central Michigan is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 21 over the Coyotes. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. With jet sweep pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's got an open man. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. He's got his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got his man in the middle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. FIU pushing tempo. On the move. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown. Still alive in this one.
Number 3.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They've got enough time to get another score, but they have to get the ball back on this onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries. And when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stings. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival, it's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week. Let's start focusing. This one's over, but I'm going to get you next year.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.